Mr. Smith is a man. Mrs. Smith is a woman. John is a boy. Helen is a girl. The baby is also a girl. Helen and the baby are girls. Mr. Smith is the father. Mrs. Smith is the mother. John is a child. Helen is a child. The baby is a child. John, Helen, and the baby are children. Mr. Smith is the father of John. Mr. Smith is the father of Helen. Mr. Smith is the father of the baby. Mr. Smith is the father of the children. Mrs. Smith is the mother of John, Helen, and the baby. Mr. Smith and Mrs. Smith are the parents of the children. John is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Mr. and Mrs. Smith are the parents of John. Helen is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Mr. and Mrs. Smith are the parents of Helen. The baby is also the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Mr. and Mrs. Smith are the parents of the baby. Mr. Smith, Mrs. Smith, John, Helen, and the baby are a family. There are 5 persons in the family. Mr. Smith is a person, Mrs. Smith is a person, John is a person, Helen is a person, and the baby is also a person. How many persons are there in the family? There are 5 persons in the family. Who are the 5 persons in the family? They are the father, the mother, the son, the daughter, and the baby daughter. How many children are there in the family? There are 3 children in the family. Who are the 3 children in the family? They are the son, the daughter, and the baby daughter. How many girls are there in the family? There are 2 girls in the family. Who are the 2 girls in the family? They are the daughter and the baby daughter. How many boys are there in the family? There is 1 boy in the family. Who is the boy? The boy is John. He is the son of Mr. Smith. The girl is Helen. She is the daughter of Mr. Smith. The man is Mr. Smith. He is the father. The woman is Mrs. Smith. She is the mother. The man and the woman are Mr. and Mrs. Smith. They are the parents. John is the brother of Helen. Helen is the sister of John. The baby is the sister of John and Helen. The baby and Helen are sisters. John and Helen are brother and sister. Mr. Smith is the husband of Mrs. Smith. Mrs. Smith is the wife of Mr. Smith. Who is Mr. Smith? He is the husband of Mrs. Smith and the father of the 3 children. Who is Mrs. Smith? She is the wife of Mr. Smith and the mother of the 3 children. The 3 children are the son, the daughter, and the baby daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. The father, the mother, the son, the daughter, and the baby daughter are a family of 5 persons.
Never miss a video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Learn English very quickly. Hit the bell icon for notifications. Thank you for watching.